الله اکبر. تعال ادم.
آقای رئیس جمهور آمریکا، شما شروع کردید و ما تمومش خواهیم کرد.
We are lost, but we are not forgotten. The Most High God has made us a promise that He will gather us, His scattered people. Hear, Israel. Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not. The Lord our God is one. So we will stay awake and we will watch until Israel's restored. And so the war escalates. Iran has attacked 3 U.S. military bases located in the Middle East. One of those bases is their main base that's located in Qatar. Now, the U.S. has already warned that if Iran retaliated, then they were going to strike back with overwhelming force. So pretty much saying, if I hit you in the face, then don't do nothing back, or it's going to be problems. Well, Iran already stated that we will retaliate, and they came through with it. And they said they will continue to retaliate as long as they need.
The warmongering and lawless administration in Washington is solely and fully responsible for the dangerous consequences and far-reaching implications of its act of aggression. Of course, the door for diplomacy should be always keep open, but this is not the case right now. My country has been under attack, under aggression, and we have to respond based on our legitimate right of self-defense. And we will do that as long as needed and necessary.
Now, in my opinion, it wouldn't have mattered even if they chose not to retaliate, because I believe that the U.S. would have just staged the event anyways. Remember how I mentioned in another video, they want regime change. They're not going to stop with that. You got to realize Israel runs the USA. The USA at the current moment is just puppets of Israel. So Israel already said they're not going to stop. They're going to continue to fight Iran. Even if they reach this so-called agreement with the U.S., Israel said we're still going to attack because we need this regime change. So that's not just Israel saying it, that's Israel and the U.S. They're going to do that regime change. This is nothing new. They've done this in the past with other countries. So it was always going to escalate, and it's going to continue to escalate until they get what they want, and that's the regime change by killing the leader that's over there. They're not going to stop. But Iran is saying, hey, look, we're going to give you hell. We're just not going to let you just take us out. If we're going to go out, then we're going to go out with a bang. And then Russia steps in and says, we're firmly standing behind Iran's decisions. And if Iran needs nukes, there's countries that's willing to give it to them. Now, they didn't specify themselves, but they are a nuclear power. And on top of this, they state that the damage to the nuclear sites that the U.S. attacked is minimal. There's no reports of radiation in Iran. So that's to say that their attack was unsuccessful. But of course, they're going to beat their chest and say, we're the mighty U.S. Look what we done. Each day we are moving closer and closer to World War III, closer to that nuclear war, closer to the day of the Lord. And we are more closer than we have ever been. So you need to keep watch. And again, keep watch for your soul. You better not be sinning right now. You better not be too high and mighty to submit to the one true living God. You better submit and submit quickly, because he's coming to destroy all pride, all arrogancy, all sin. This has been a quick update. Shalom, fam.